Well, welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee Wallach. We're here each and every day with love, with joy, with enthusiasm to be with you, to share with you. When I was growing up in the 60s, there was a group called the Amboy Dukes. And the only way you might know it is that you might know that one of the people in the group was Ted Nugent. And they had one song only that really made it, and that was Journey to the Center of Your Mind. And I love that song. In fact, the band at Agape's learned to play it. But I want to share with you is that whether you realize it or not, you are the center of your universe. That's right. You are the center of your universe. Your mind is that center because your mind creates all of the experience you have. Everything that happens, your mind interprets. It has a perception. That perception stimulates your emotional response. So when you can embody the idea that your mind is that creative part, you realize that no matter what happens, what anyone says, what anyone does, it's your reaction to it that causes you to have the emotional response. And we are attached to our perceptions, aren't we? You can go to just about any aspect of life and we all have perceptions. We have perceptions about what our body should look like. We have perceptions about what people should have. We have perceptions about money. We have perceptions about relationships. And every perception we have is creating our universe. Because our universe is simply a mirror back to us of our perceptions. Think about that. That's really, really powerful. Yesterday, here in the United States, we celebrated the 4th of July, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which the American colonies signed and eventually led to us breaking away from England and becoming a republic. I look at the 4th of July and I say, it's more than that. It's a reminder. It's a reminder that freedom is the most natural thing we desire. Freedom to be our authentic self. Freedom to be unique. Freedom to live without caring about what other people feel. Also, freedom to know that everyone else has the right to freely express their uniqueness. Cream Pie says, should Israel be revoked for its right as an independent nation for their crimes against humanity? I don't have answers to political questions, but here's what I teach. I teach what you put out comes back. In other words, the law of cause and effect is always working. So if you want to take Israel, whatever Israel is putting out will come back to Israel. I don't have to have an opinion of it because I'm not responsible for it. I'm not responsible for what Israel does. Israel is. And its efforts, whatever they might be, good, bad, indifferent, will return to it that which is coming to them. That's true about every person. If you see someone, they're doing something you don't really think is good, you're not going to stop them. You're not going to change them. But the thing that gives me comfort is knowing the law of cause and effect is working in people's lives, always working in their lives for good and for what we perceive as not good. So the question I would ask is, who am I being today? Because cream pie, that's all you can control. If you think you've got greater control than who you are being today, that's it. Cream pie says, what about Trump? How do you know he isn't having the consequences of his actions, of his thoughts, of his words? You don't know what's going on inside a person. But we want to judge. We want to judge and say, well, they're getting away with it. They're getting away with it. They're getting away with it. You can't even imagine what's going on in other people. Just reflect back on your life. When you've done something out of integrity, how do you feel inside? How long do you carry that with you? Does anyone really know that you're having that experience? No, they don't. But yet it's eating away at your gut, isn't it? And if it's eating away at your gut because it's a bad experience, guess what? It's causing stress. What does stress do? It breaks down the body. Causes us to be more prone to dis-ease. And that's dis-ease mentally and physically. We don't have to worry about other people. We've been taught a lot of BS. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you do what other people do, you're going to have the experience that they have. Now, the question I'm going to ask is, do you want to have that experience? I don't. I want to create my own unique experience. That's why I believe I am the center of my universe. Now, here's why I'm not a narcissist by believing that. Because I believe I'm the center of my universe. You are the center of your universe. And when I understand that I'm the center of my universe, I really don't care what other people think. I really don't care. Sweet Lydia, where have you been hiding? I miss you. Good to see your name up there on the screen. The world right now is more challenging with contrast than I've witnessed in my life. More contrast than I've witnessed in my life. It's the greatest opportunity ever to embrace the power within you. That's the key. Every bit of contrast that comes into our lives is for one purpose and one purpose only, and it's to make us more aware. It's through our level of awareness that we become free. We release the shackles of non-awareness. It's a deep subject, but got to start somewhere, right? Got to plant the seed of question. You are the center of your universe. I invite you to start testing that, to start seeing that, to start understanding that what you think creates your life. So choose wisely, because if you choose judgmental thoughts, it's really about, there's a lot of self-judgment going on as well. Lydia would love to see you on Wednesday. AgapeSpiritualCenter.com calendar. See you on a gathering. Everyone else, you're also invited to our Wednesday gatherings, either at 1:30 in the afternoon Central Time or at 7 p.m. All of that information about what we offer at Agape is on AgapeSpiritualCenter.com. Sherry says, I finally made it live at the very end of the thing. But glad you're here. Everyone, today, now, is the only time there is. Make it the best now ever in your life. Much love. Aloha.